court has already ruled in favor of Hard 8, which, by the way, I know as Fit Fun Tennis. I know Jessica, who's a mom of kids at the same school that my kids go to. And, so I disagree that the council faces no potential legal liability or political liability. You did put out a, request for proposals to see if there's a tennis program out there that could provide a great service to the community. I myself, as someone who's run a nonprofit organization, have responded to many requests for proposals from government entities. I know how much time and effort you put into filling that out and putting your best foot forward. And I know that Jessica spent a lot of time on that. She is passionate about tennis. She, got the good score. So her program should have been awarded that. My understanding is that there was an acknowledgement in this room that were you to go against what the score was and how that transparent process happened, you may face some legal or political liability, and that's exactly what's happened, unfortunately. So again, I disagree with the analysis presented by my colleague, the attorney for the coach. I do think you'll continue to face that legal liability because you put out all of, how's the score going to be done in the RFP. I think the staff is recommending you to, reconsider that and really honor that initial RFP process. I think that is the right move for the council to take is, again, not just legally, but politically, and in terms of what's best for the community. And so I'll just go into my, that's my lawyer hat on, my tennis student hat on. I just want to say I've been a student with Fit Fun Tennis for a few years now. A lot of the folks in our program are working parents. They can't show up at a 1 p.m. Meeting. I've met students who are in their 20s, 30s, all the way up through their 60s and 70s. I've made professional connections with other community members. I met people who, their kids go to school at Glendale schools with my kids. We've started a Google sheet where we, meet up for tennis outside of our class. My tennis game has gotten better, which has been great. The coaches at Fit Fun Tennis are awesome. They really care and they really tailor the tennis program to each student. I just think it's a really wonderful program, and I think that's probably why they scored so well, because Jessica is such a passionate tennis player herself. And I know that, it's hard to change sometimes. I don't know anything about the program that's existed at Glorietta. I have no doubt that it's been a wonderful program. But sometimes it's, good to open it up for new folks to maybe consider running a program. In the world of tennis, we had a lot of the same folks playing tennis for a long time, and then the Williams sisters came along. And Jessica actually played Venus and Serena in the junior circuit. So she knows something about, being a new woman of color coming into a space that has been dominated traditionally by, one group, and kind of breaking open that sport for a new community. And I think it's been a really, really beautiful program that she's put on. Jessica, you're awesome.